Hello and welcome to Angels on Call. Today we'll be dealing with Glasgow Coma Scale. So the contents for today's topic is definition, objectives of GCS, indications, scoring of adult GCS, scoring of pediatric GCS and limitations of Glasgow Coma Scale. Glasgow Coma Scale is the scoring system which is used to describe the level of consciousness in a person following traumatic brain injury. So whenever there is a brain injury that is traumatic, to check for the level of consciousness, we do a scoring system, that is Glasgow Coma Scale. So the objectives of GCS is to explain the value of GCS in patient care. If you get a value of GCS, a plan of action can be taken out. To get an outline and assess the three areas of GCS, there are three areas in GCS I'll be dealing in the next slides. To assess the severity of the patient's condition, to review the outcome comparing the scores. The indications of GCS is fall. When there is head-on fall, basically Glasgow Coma Scale is used to help gauge the severity of an acute brain injury. The test is very simple, it is reliable and it correlates the outcome following severe injury. So the GCS is used at the site of injury or in an emergency department or an ICU. So the second indication is swelling in the brain. Next is sports injury, any injury to the brain. Next is seizures. Next is fever if unattended. Next is imbalance in neurological chemicals. So this imbalance of neurotransmitters or any chemical messengers of the brain can be due to chronic stress, or it can be due to poor nutrition. It can be due to any head injuries. It can be due to increase in age or any disease. Scoring of GCS. So the Glasgow Coma Scale I had mentioned earlier, it has three areas or three parameters. First is eye opening, second is verbal response, and third is motor response. So from these three parameters you can score GCS. First is eye opening. So the score is 1, 2, 3 and 4. If the eye opening is spontaneous, like how we open our eyes or blink our eyes, the score is 4. If the eye opening is responding to sound, then it is 3. And if the eye opening is responding to any sort of pressure, if you pinch the person or if you just tap the person and he is responding with his eyes, then the score is 2. And if there is no eye response, then the score is 1. So let's revise. Eye opening, if it is spontaneous, the score is 4. To sound, it is 3. To pressure, it is 2, and if there is no eye response, then the score is 1. The second aspect is verbal response. So there are 5 scores in verbal response. So if the patient is totally oriented, he is talking to you in a totally oriented manner, then the score is 5. If the patient is confused, then the score is 4. If the patient is using inappropriate words, then the score is 3. If the patient is using any sort of incomprehensive sound, the score is 2. And if the patient is not speaking or if there is no verbal response, then the score is 1. So let's revise. If the patient is totally oriented and talking, then the score is 5. If the patient is confused, then the score is 4. If the patient is using inappropriate words, then the score is 3. If the person is using incomprehensive sounds, then the score is 2. And if there is no verbal response, then the score is 1. So the next is motor response. So we have 6 scorings for motor response. So if the patient obeys command, then the score is 6. If the patient has localized pain in the motor response, then the score is 5. If the patient is withdrawing from pain, withdrawing his arms or withdrawing his legs from pain, then that is 4. If there is abnormal flexion to pain, abnormal flexion which is not at all normal, then the score is 3. If there is abnormal extension to pain, then the score is 2. And if there is no motor response, then the score is 1. So let's revise. If the patient obeys command to any motor response, then the score is 6. To localized pain, it is 5. Withdrawal from pain, it is 4. Abnormal flexion to pain, it is 3. Abnormal extension to pain, it is 2. And if there is no motor response, then the score is 1. So the patient's GCS should be documented on a comma scale chart which is there in every hospital. The individual elements can be documented numerically. Like if the motor response is 6, he is obeying command. And the verbal response is 4, like he is confused. And the eye opening is 2, that is to pressure. For example, so you have to document it numerically, like eye opening 2. Then verbal response is 4, confused. Motor response is 6, obeys command. And then you have to add everything together and write it as 12. So the GCS of the patient is 12. So the final scoring, based on the scores, the brain injury is classified into mild, moderate and severe. Like I said, the GCS is 12, so it comes under moderate GCS. Moderate brain injury. If the score is suppose 14, it is mild. If the score is 6, it is severe. So based on the score, the brain injury can be classified into 3. Mild, wherein the GCS is 13 to 15. Moderate if the GCS is 9 to 12. Severe if the GCS is 8 or less than 8. Next is the pediatric GCS. Same as that of adults, but there are certain points which needs to be considered. So if the score is, if the eye opening is spontaneous, then the score is 4. If the eye opening is responding to sound, the score is 3. And if the eye opening is responding to pain, the score is 2. And if there is no eye response, then the score is 1. Let's revise. So spontaneous eye opening, score is 4. To sound, 3. To pain, 2. And no eye response, it is 1. Then verbal so if there is coos and babbles, then the patient is oriented and the score is 5. If the patient is totally irritable or cries, he is confused, so the score is 4. If the patient cries to pain, that is inappropriate words, the score is 3. If the patient moans to pain, then it is incomprehensive sounds and the score is 2. And if there is no verbal response, the score is 1. So let's revise. If there are coos and babbles, which are normal sounds, and the patient is oriented, the score is 5. If the patient is irritable or cries, then the patient is confused and the score is 4. If he cries to pain, then there is inappropriate words and the score is 3. If the patient moans to pain, then there is incomprehensive sounds, the score is 2. And if there is no verbal response, the score is 1. Next is motor response. So if the patient moves spontaneously or purposefully, like there is no organized movement in babies. So if the patient moves spontaneously or purposefully, that means the baby is obeying command and the score is 6. If the patient withdraws to touch, that means it is localized pain, then the score is 5. If the patient is withdrawal from pain, then the score is 4. If there is abnormal flexion to pain, the score is 3. If there is abnormal extension to pain, the score is 2. And if there is no motor response, the score is 1. So let's revise. If the patient moves spontaneously or purposefully, he obeys command, the score is 6. If there is withdrawal to touch to localized pain, the score is 5. If there is withdrawal from pain, the score is 4. If there is abnormal flexion to pain, the score is 3. If there is abnormal extension to pain, the score is 2. And if there is no motor response, the score is 1. So this pediatric GCS, you can use it in children older than 5. Younger children and infants are not able to provide the necessary verbal responses. So we cannot assess their orientation or obey the commands to evaluate any motor response. So the pediatric GCS is used in children older than 5 years of age. Next we go to the limitations of GCS. If the patient has loss of hearing, we won't get any positive verbal response, right? Then if there is speech impediment, again there will be no proper verbal response. Next is language barriers. The patient doesn't know what you are talking, then there will be no appropriate scoring. Next, the patient is intubated. Next, the patient on sedatives. Yes, so there can be other limitations also, like if the patient is alcoholic and he has undergone alcohol withdrawal, so we won't be getting any proper GCS scoring. Also, if the patient is on any psychiatric medications, like he has any psychiatric illness, so the proper GCS scoring cannot be obtained. So that's all for today, folks. Take care and stay healthy. I hope you are satisfied with today's class. With your friends, and do not forget to subscribe the channel for latest videos. Thank you.